We one shot, come with the options and big blitz. Nobody blocking, big win. That's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he come in the slot, trying to bend the corner your limb, getting that's your partner, then your twin game. All you wanna do is talk. I don't need talk. I heard somebody talk. I can pull up with that, shoot back that. Banging my chest and my head on the lock, feeling like Waka Flocka.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot.
Hey, don't I know you? Welcome back. Let's kick off Madden NFL 22. You can jump right in with your save options from last year's game, or you can adjust your experience level, accessibility, set your offensive and defensive game plan to select an area of focus. It's time for Madden NFL 22, the only place you can experience the rematch of Super Bowl 55. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers will take on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, next on EA Sports.
Oh, it is a beautiful night for football in the Midwest, and we have a dandy of a matchup under the lights here at newly named GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. This crowd, they are loud in general, but this is no ordinary game. A few moments ago, the two teams made their grand entrance. This is a big one, the rematch of Super Bowl 55, featuring the defending champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin joined, as always, by Charles Davis. CD, you get a matchup like this, you look no further than our two quarterbacks. Tom Brady of the Bucs, Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs.
And Brandon, this matchup is more than a Super Bowl rematch. It's more than old versus young. It's really a study in how to play the quarterback position, because we know there aren't more than a handful of guys who...
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. For these Bucs, Charles, 31-9, they were winners the last time these two teams met back in...
Keep an eye on which team has momentum using the meter. Factors vary. Find details for active.
What kind of chances do you give them of going back-to-back? You know, it hasn't been done since the Super Bowls in 2004 and 2005.
But when you analyze this team, you start with the front office. It's the same GM. The head coach and his staff essentially the same. They brought back all 22 starters from last year's Super Bowl championship team. And oh yeah, there's a certain Mr. Brady who won both of those titles in 2004, 2005 as the starting quarterback there. He's back as the quarterback here. I like their chances.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, CD, you get these two teams together, and you get them each at full strength, and you know you're going to see some passing. We expect to see the ball in the air a lot as this game goes on.
Yeah, they were number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in passing yards last season. Kansas City 1, Tampa Bay 2, which means both defenses hope they got their rest, because going against these offenses, throwing the ball around and spreading the field, you're going to do a lot of running trying to cover.
From midfield, here's Brady. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
All quarterbacks are better when they have clean pockets to throw from, but you give one to Tom Brady, he'll decimate a defense. A really nice job there by his offensive line, giving him the protection to survey the field and make a nice, accurate throw.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Brady. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Brady now to throw. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Kansas City after this. On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Kansas City after this. Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Mahomes now to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, of course, the 2020 season, a memorable one for this Tampa Bay franchise. They make the big move. They go out, they get Tom Brady, and you thought, okay, maybe that makes them contenders. Well, they qualify as a wild card, get in the playoffs. They have to win 3 games on the road to get to the Super Bowl, and sure enough, they do just that.
And, boy, were they rewarded by winning those 3 on the road in the playoffs because they got to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium. So it seems like a little bit of karma. And remember on Super Bowl Sunday at the end of it all, we were just left shaking our heads saying, son of a gun, number 12 did it again.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. But Charles, you think about these 2 teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had the same 2 teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. So I'm curious, what kind of chances do you see him as having a Kansas City-Tampa Bay Super Bowl in L.A. come February?
Well, you just pointed out how difficult it is for one team to get back to the Super Bowl, let alone the same 2 teams to play against each other. So the odds are against them, but would we tell either one of these teams they can't get back there? We think they're 2 of the best in the league. It shouldn't surprise us if it happens, but it is going against historical precedent. But remember last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won the Super Bowl in their own stadium. The only time that's happened in Super Bowl history, too.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Antonio Brown from 17 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you look ahead to this upcoming 2021 season, Casey going to be trying to get back to the Super Bowl for a third consecutive season. And that doesn't happen very often. And as I've often heard you say, CD, for good reason.
And you're exactly right about that, partner, because you think about all the things that have to go right. You have to win a lot of close games. You got to dodge the injury bug. Hope there's not another dominant team in your conference that you have to go up against. But working in their favor, they've got one of the best guys on the sidelines, their head coach, Andy Reid. And you still got that guy wearing number 15, who in theory is just now coming into his prime.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He finds an opening past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. But not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Now Jones. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try again with Jones. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Really nice job there by the interior of the Kansas City defensive line, and they're a stout unit to run against. And they do an excellent job there of bottling that play up.
Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Byron Pringle now to return it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's incomplete.
And I think the problem is going to go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
When this Bucs offense is humming, this is what they're good at. Those short to intermediate passes. They get the ball out quickly in rhythm, and it's a tough offense to slow down when they're playing well.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. And this Bucs defense, you remember, pretty stout last year, the number 6 overall unit in the NFL.
And I think that as the season wore on, and you pointed this out to me as well, you start to see some of their rookies begin to figure things out. And they played a little more like a top 2 or 3 defense down the stretch. And I would say that in the playoffs and through the Super Bowl, they were truly the best defense in the NFL.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Gray. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to come into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brady going to throw here. And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead second down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So it's a victory here for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And, Charles, it would appear that Tom Brady and company, they just seem to have the Chiefs' number.
And when you think about how hard it is to repeat in this league, I think a win like this shows that the Buccaneers don't feel like 2020 was just a one-year anomaly. They think they're built to win 2 or 3 titles. And this just reinforces that they have the ability to play with anyone and beat anyone as well.
New to Madden NFL 22 is player classes, providing an earn and share your Welcome back. It's time to pick your avatar's starting physique. Each physique has pros and cons that impact